Hey there, Leo. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 24th. We are just going to jump right in here, Leo. In your current general energies, you have the Solitude card. It says, retreating into your private world, finding answers. It also says, unlocking what was locked can now be open. There you go. You have opened the floodgates of abundance without limitation. Damn, I love that. That is really good. So I definitely feel that you could be opening the floodgates of abundance. I feel there's like a ton of success coming in for you, a lot of, good things. So I like to see that. Look at that. You have the Ten of Pentacles showing up right there. You always get the Eight of Swords with me. It really wouldn't be a Leo reading without the, Eight of Swords showing up. And the Eight of Swords is only seeing one way of doing things, but I don't know. You have the Seven of Pentacles here, which could be a change. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction. He's looking at those Seven Pentacles and he's saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? Am I working on something that's worth it, or am I just wasting my time? So it seems to me like you are examining things in your life that matter. You're looking at things that don't matter, and you're saying, how can I do things that matter? just that simple. So I feel there's a lot of wisdom, showing up here. You even go down to the King of Swords. You have the Hermit, which represents wisdom as well. So it seems to me like you've been doing a lot of kind of learning or just experiencing life in general. And I feel that this could be the thing that is, bringing the wisdom into your life, is having experiences. And I really see this as being very successful for you here, Leo. So love it. You have the Knight of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. Again, no rushing at this time. I also, my thing about the Knight of Swords coming up in the first row, he is facing this direction towards the past. And sometimes I feel that the Knight of Swords can represent, running up to the door of success. Imagine that this is the door of success right here, and then running away. So don't be afraid of what's on the other side of that door. I feel like this is saying, charge right through that door. Don't, I've seen it happen many times in I've done it to myself where, I've ruined something that could be successful, whether it's love, money, spirituality, health. It really doesn't matter what it is. But I'm getting follow through here. You need to go all the way through the door. Don't run away from something that could set you free. Again, sometimes I think we get used to prison, right? It's like, why do you think people who are in jail for long periods of time always do something to go back to jail? Because it becomes a comfort zone. It's like all they know. It's all they know in life, right? So I think we do this also here outside of prison, just figuratively speaking, where it's like we get stuck in something and, it almost becomes a comfort zone, or we can't see another way. So we just stay stuck in whatever it is. It could be a relationship. I guarantee you've all been in a relationship that way too long, that should have ended much sooner, that you should have ended much sooner, but you didn't. So, I feel like the Eight of Swords is saying, hey, there's some really great things clearly coming in for you in this reading, but you need to set yourself free. You have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, of course, is building, leaving a legacy. So I feel a lot of you are doing that. It really wouldn't surprise me either, Leo, just based off the astrology in general, if you were becoming more family-based, over the next several years, I would say. I feel just intuitively as well that there could be a lot with family. You could be building a family. You could be spending more time with family, becoming closer with family, moving closer to family, all that stuff is running through my head. You could be working with family. For some people, that does work, right? Again, I usually don't recommend it, but, my brother, he's one of my employees, right? He's been working for me for, 4 years now, something like that, officially. And so, what I'd say here, it can work, but, whatever. You have the Ten of Pentacles. I see a lot of abundance coming in for you with the Ten of Pentacles as well. But let's see what's going on here. With the Knight of Swords, you have the Emperor. Yeah, charge through the obstacle. The Emperor normally has his armor on under his cloak, where on a traditional Emperor, and it says that he's ready to go at a moment's notice. And so I feel for a lot of you, it's saying charge right through something, like I said. With the Eight of Swords, you have the Three of Cups. Yep, celebration. There is a celebration on the other side of that door, that closed door, the door to success, or something that you see that could potentially be successful. It's almost like this reading is saying to me, it's like time to stop dreaming and it's time to start, doing. Or I really don't know what's popping into my head right now, but that's the best way I could put it, is that I feel some of you need to charge right through something and make it happen. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the Hermit twice here, definitely learning, going this way. Eight of Pentacles is a card of mastering a craft. It is a card of learning because it is also a card of apprenticeship. Ten of Pentacles can represent hidden or secret information. I say it all the time that one of the little known meanings of the Ten of Pentacles is that this old guy right here, he could actually be a beggar. And he's coming and he's bringing this family a gift. And he represents a person who has nothing to give, who is giving something. What the hell does that mean for you? What it means is that there might be some information, and again, I see this a lot nowadays, that there could be information that exists that could help you grow a business or improve your relationships or whatever you're trying to do. But you're gonna have to look for the information. It might be in a book that is seemingly unrelated, or I just see like a lot of connecting going on right now, where it's like people really have to get good at connecting the dots between two like unrelated things. There's this like unrelated energy where it's like you might be trying to learn about love and you read a book about business and you learn something about love in the book about business. That's what I'm saying. It's like, so this is why I am like begging people to go have experiences, to go do things you've never done before. If you become interested in something randomly during the day, like, oh, I want to go learn about some rare frog or something like that, go do it, because you never know what you might discover on your little Google search, right? You do a search about it, you find something that leads to another thing, right? We're kind of like in that time. It is a very magical time in the sense that, right now, if we follow our inspirations are going to lead to success. You have this card that says 6 months from now, your commitment will be rewarded. See the material world. Bonds, unions, partnerships engaged. You have this Leo season. Change will be forced upon you. Trust in your leadership style. Yes, a lot of leadership going on here. It says Leo season, so I take this as you. Yes, I understand that it is not yet Leo season, or actually it is. Never mind, I'm lying. It is Leo season. So there you go. But also, even if it wasn't Leo season, I'm just feeling like this is you showing up in this reading and kind of like coming up in a very strong position. I didn't sleep last night at all. So sorry, Leo, but I'm losing my mind today. But that's neither here nor there. You have the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction, and also happy birthday, Leo, by the way. But you have the Seven of Pentacles here. Seven of Pentacles is a change in direction, and so I do feel like there is a change coming into your life. It's quite simple. I feel the change is how you work. I've been saying this to you for months, that I feel like there's a better way to work. If you're doing the same thing that you've been doing for a long time, I would look for other ways of doing things, or ways to upgrade your skills, or ways to upgrade your business in general, or just new things. I think that's where the success is really going to come in for you, Leo, big time. You have the Three of Swords here. You've been getting this as well, like some sort of heartbreak, or like a deceptive person or something showing up in your readings. I've just noticed it over a period of time. So let's see. Again, this could have to do with you taking the lead, or needing to take the lead. I dropped the Two of Swords and the Five of Swords there. It wasn't really a pop out. It was more of a Chris has butterfingers type of thing. So there you go. Let's see. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Fool. Yeah, definitely time to take a leap of faith. You even have the Hermit. The Hermit is standing at the top of a mountain. He's like learned everything that he needs to learn, but he needs to take a leap of faith off of that mountain. He needs to, it's like he's learned everything that he can, and now it's time for him to shine that inner light. I always say the Hermit, what people also don't realize about the Hermit is that he's actually stuck at the top of this mountain. His feet are frozen right here. And so all he has to do is take that lantern and put it down by his feet, and he will set himself free. And the lantern kind of represents his inner light, something that makes him special, knowledge, wisdom. With the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Ace of Wands. I said something about inspiration. Ace of Wands is inspiring, but it's also a new beginning. And we go down to this King of Swords here. So I feel there could be a new beginning in work or business. Some of you could be getting leadership positions or, authority positions in work or business. For others, I do feel there could be a very passionate connection coming in for you. I don't really see a lot of love yet, though, which is weird. So we're going to have to look into that. With the Three of Swords, there you go. You have the Lovers, so there could be love coming in. I would say that you're going to have to heal from a past, a past situation for sure, to let this new love in. Wouldn't surprise me if it was a Gemini. Doesn't have to be a Gemini, could be anything, right? But that's that. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this card. It says, you will get what you wish for, but is it truly what you want? You have this card that says, you're on a journey of discovering your life's purpose. So, there you go. I feel you could be discovering something that really is very fulfilling, or you could be finding much more fulfillment, you know, and, it's kind of weird because I feel that this is something that you feel should have happened much sooner. I don't even know what that means. But I have something popping into my head here where it's like you could feel, and I'm not saying that it's not true either. I'm just saying, it's almost as if you're saying to yourself, like, this should have come true much sooner, or this could have happened much easier. Number one, I would encourage you not to beat yourself up because, I get this like reminiscing energy here. I'm just going to explain to you what I'm feeling because I feel like it's important. I get this energy where it's like you could be coming into success over the next couple of years here, clearly. And, again, I'm not saying it's going to take 2 years. I'm just saying over that period of time, you're building up to something here. And, and more, right? But you could be looking back and seeing all the mistakes you made or all the things you didn't do or whatever that could have gotten you to this point much sooner. But again, life doesn't work like that. So, I kind of feel this is saying don't beat yourself up over, things taking time, just how life works. You have the Hermit, the Strength card, and the King of Swords. Yeah, see, we have like a lot of wisdom, but this is like old wisdom. Again, I get this feeling here in this row that something took too long, or you think that it took too long. Hermit is old. This guy, he's meant to be old too. So whatever you had to learn, I feel like your lessons have been, kind of like lifelong lessons. But now, it's almost like the universe is rewarding you now. Or you're finally in this very wise place, and it's leading to a lot more success. I mean, you show up right here as yourself, which this puts you in a position of power and strength whenever you show up as yourself. So I feel like you're in a very strong position, and I also feel you're really standing out with the Strength card. I also feel like you know what to work on. That lion is submitting to her. It's got its tail between its legs there, and so she has learned how to tame her inner beast. The lion represents her inner critic, her inner beast, her inner whatever you want to call it. So I feel that for a lot of you. I also feel that this could be saying that I feel for some of you that you could be showing off. I always say, like, who in their right mind would stick their hands in a lion's mouth? The answer is nobody. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be doing something that gets you a lot of attention. I always look at her, because she's sticking her hands in the lion's mouth. It's like you could be working on something or doing something that gets you a lot of attention, that makes you stand out in some way, like in work or business or career. So that's good. I also feel this could be love. I'm getting a million things here. She is taming that lion. You might be attracting a person who can tame you, who can tame your beast or whatever you want to call it. There you go. You have this Hermit again. Hermit, I feel, is saying it's time for you to shine your inner light. Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure you get the Hermit with me a lot because I'm always saying to you, I feel like it's you that I always say this to, that you need to like let your light shine. You need to let your inner light out because, it's like there's something that needs to be expressed or something that should be expressed here. I don't know. Let's see. With the Hermit, you have the Two of Pentacles, juggling. This is like needing to make the full commitment to something. If you're finding yourself going back and forth, like especially in work, like let's say you have a job, but you're not making enough money and you're thinking about going and getting something else, I feel you need to make the decision to go get something else. It's almost like there hasn't been enough of a risk taken, but I don't really think it's about taking a risk. I think it's more about making the full commitment. Same thing in business. It's like, I think you need to commit to trying something new in your business. If I were Leo and I had a business, that's all I would be focusing on. Every single reading I do for you, and the only thing I would be focusing on is trying new things. With the Strength card, you have the Devil here. I do feel like some of you have dealt with like a devil. I literally said this about a toxic person. There's something here. It's been coming up for you for months. I would be careful of anyone you get a weird vibe from, anyone who seems toxic, any of that stuff. I would definitely just, put your boundaries up, do whatever you got to do. With the King of Swords, you have the Seven of Pentacles again. So repeating cards here. Repeating cards are basically the universe saying, I meant what I said. So for a lot of you, I feel that something is no longer worth it, or that a change needs to be made, or, something, right? I really feel you need to I'm also getting for some of you that, like, you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, clearly, here, and I feel like you need to get something for it. It's almost like you're not, I don't know how to say this, Leo, but, it's like if you've been at a job for 20 years and you have a bunch of knowledge and wisdom about the job, but you've, like, stayed at the same level, and if they're not, like, willing to put you into a leadership role or something like that, I would go find one because, there's something here about what you know needing to come out, or I feel like you need to realize how valuable your information is, how valuable the things you know are. So, there's something there. Could get you a new job or new business or whatever. At the end here, for the good stuff, doesn't matter what shows up here, it's going to be good no matter what. You have this seahorse, it says watch and wait. You have this moth spirit, it says surrender now. So I feel part of the surrender thing is needing to go do something new. We have the Two of Swords as your first card. We're definitely going to talk about that. But the seahorse, I feel, is saying that things are improving. You just need to watch and wait. You have the Two of Swords, Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. Again, this is the good stuff, so it's going to be good no matter what. But I always say that Two of Swords is kind of like a card of the times right now. The Two of Swords, she's thinking just this or that. She's trying to protect her heart, but she has that new island behind her. And I believe that we're in a time of third place solutions, meaning that pretty much all of us, even I do, like I know this stuff and I still do it. So it's like I'm far from perfect, but it's like, I think we think when it comes to making a decision, we only have this or that decision. But really, if we think about it, there's probably a third place solution, I call it, which is, everybody thinks this or that, black and white or whatever, black and white thinking. But really, there might be like something green behind you. Like right there, right? There might be something purple or a different color behind you. So we need to kind of look for other solutions to the things that we're trying to solve in our life. Or we need, the people who are going to find a lot of success in the near future, I think are going to do things, differently or upgrade what they're doing, like in their business, but also their love life as well. Doing things differently, trying new things, all that stuff. So how do we find third place solutions? Well, we have to go have experiences, plain and simple. We have to, try new things. We have to get out. We have to do things differently. I always say that, Bruce Lipton says like 95% of the stuff our brain does, 95% of our day, we live automatically. We just don't even have to think about it. Our brain just does things for us, which is good. If you had to think about beating your heart, that would suck, right? But it's also bad because, if you're just like, on the hamster wheel, you're just like living every single day in, day out, everything is the same. So I encourage people to experiment, try new things. Just, if you go to the store, drive a different way to the store, right? Mix it up because you never know what you might discover. You have the Four of Pentacles here. Four of Pentacles normally holding on too tightly to the past, but with the Queen of Pentacles as well, I feel that you could be increasing your finances, or there is something here about increasing your resources. You can see that she's focused on that pentacle. She isn't focused on this rabbit right here. On the Queen of Pentacles, the rabbit can represent fertility and abundance, but it also represents fears and anxiety. And she's focusing on the pentacle, not her fears. So for a lot of you, I actually do feel that you're focusing on the right things as far as money is concerned, and that could be the thing that is increasing your money. So I do like this. With the Two of Swords, you have the King of Cups here. King of Cups, of course, is about your emotions. It's kind of funny because he's normally sitting in choppy waters, and if you kind of look behind her, there are choppy waters behind her. So, you might have to move towards something emotionally, or you might have to explore your emotions and figure out what you really want. I feel like saying no self-sacrifice as well. Like, I really feel you need to make sure that you're doing things that you feel are right. I feel like you've done things for other people for too long. Or you've done things, or maybe you've made decisions because of like other people for too long. And again, not a criticism here, but for some of you, it's like maybe you don't even know who you are, or maybe you don't even know like what you enjoy, right? I do find, I've had ton of Leos in my life, like me, a poor Pisces, right? I was raised with Leos, of course, right? And it's like how I didn't get, shredded, I have no clue. I don't know. But, what I would say here is that, I feel that Leos are very, they kind of are very self-sacrificing. So, it's like, do you sacrifice things for other people that you shouldn't? And if you do that for too long, like I said, I feel like you get to this point where it's like you don't even know who you are, or you don't even know like what makes you happy. So for kind of on a very deep level, I feel you need to discover that if you don't know. With the Four of Pentacles, you have the Hierophant. Some of you definitely could be getting married here. Could be an Earth sign, for sure. But I do feel some of you could be meeting a person that you will marry in the future if you are looking to get married, or right now. Take how it resonates. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Wheel of Fortune, big change in your fortunes. There's a lot of luck and success here. Again, this is a very good reading here, Leo, so definitely a lot of good stuff coming in for you. We're going to pull 5 main themes, and we're going to see what is going on here. I mean, you cannot make this up. We'll talk about it in a minute. But anyway, you have this Ram. It says, a stubborn, aggressive person. Yes, I would be careful of this devil person. If you have someone who's stubborn, aggressive, I would be careful of that. You have this dog barking. It says, advice from a friend. King of Swords. You know, if you have a friend who's an expert at something, or if you need help with any area of your life, doesn't matter what it is, I feel there are friends or people who can help you. I'm going to put these 2 cards together. I feel like it's the same thing. I'm going to pull another one. You have this Fly. It says period of ill health or depression. You have this Claw. It says be careful, do not take risks. Again, I feel like this is on people. If you have a person that you don't really trust, like I feel you need to, just based off of your past readings as well, Leo, I really feel before you let people into your life, I feel, I'm not, like, don't be paranoid or anything, right? But I just feel you need to, like, just get a little bit of a feel for people before you just, like, open wide up, right? You know, I kind of get that feeling for you here, so that's that. You have this Camel. It says, persevere and you will overcome your problems. So definitely, I feel a lot of you are kind of conquering problems at this time. You have this Kangaroo. It says unsettled times, need to plan ahead. Again, I've said it before. I say it to everyone that, we are entering into a time of unsettled times. I believe between now and like 2027, really till 2033, probably a lot of chaos, probably a lot of unsettled energy. And again, you can either worry about it or you can do something about it and, kind of capitalize on any opportunities that come your way because of it. You can prepare, you can do all sorts of stuff. So that's what I would do if I were you. But this looks really good here, Leo. Love it. So thank you for being here and definitely enjoy your week.